can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet.
That's literally what she had said, that we were gonna push him into a corner. Some kid in your English class has a foot fetish. He's very scary, to be honest. Some people like feet. I do not.
Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
I can't believe we're still not gonna talk about how the body is Junko.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about.
Arrived here as in arrived to Hope's Peak? Because if that's the case, it's true, what he's saying here.
I promise
I think
you, without a doubt, she died after our little
Yep.
killing game began here.
Yep.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Nope. People like feet and hands are so weird. Hey, people can like whatever they want. They're not weird. It's okay. Ready for war if you want. If you want Monokuma, I dare you to lay one atom of your matter on anyone. If you do so, you blow your head off. Lay one atom. Shadow.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
Nope, she was in the morgue.
She would have been totally decomposed.
AKA the biolab.
brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
Decomposed brain.
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. Can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab.
I got it!
Oh, the kitchen was one of them.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yeah, the 5th floor. Scary, right?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue.
Uno momento.
So it's the perfect place to hide a body.
So is I hate
And
jerky.
it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
All right, Halo. Take care. It was good to see ya. Thank you for coming by. It's awesome to see a blast from the past. Take care and get some sleep, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care. It's so dry. I've actually never had jerky. It's not very appealing for me. I don't know. Like, I know it's like dried meat, but I don't know. It's scary.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Yep. Proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden. Yep, it was that tarp.
I got it!
You love bacon? I love bacon
What
with
makes me
stuff,
so
not
sure
necessarily
the
by
body
itself.
was carried from the biolab to the garden is...
Oh, and speaking of bacon, on Thanksgiving, I make a stuffing. It has bacon in it. It is delicious. It's like bacon and all this other stuff. It's absolutely delicious.
The tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
It sure does.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Have you tried a bacon cheeseburger? It's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, when I have burgers now, I always have to have bacon with it. It's like gotten to that point. But like, I'm not a fan of just
So
having
when the
bacon like
killer
by
moved
itself.
the
I
body
can't do
to the
it.
garden,
It's like way
they
way
must
too
have
salty.
grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
Because that's exactly how it happened, Choco.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you are, little bear guy. Also, does he have a vein up near his ear? You see that?
Worked up?
Worked
Now
up?
that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
You're talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab? What you be talking about?
La, la, I can't hear you. La, 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 la.
Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. Oh, have you had a bacon and egg breakfast burger? Breakfast burger? Never heard of it. A burger at breakfast would not make me feel good though. It does sound good though to have later on in the day.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab could you be talking about?
By the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Oh, you mean that one thing that's like the other thing that's not like the other thing, but it is like the other thing a little bit?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, I love eggs. I love eggs.
Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Headmaster, if you turned Makoto's dad, like, so he was facing away from us, could he have the same hairline as the headmaster? That's what I'm thinking, same haircut. Just a bread bun with bacon and a fried egg. Oh, okay, yeah. So you call it a breakfast burger. Here we just call it a breakfast sandwich. Yes, I love breakfast sandwiches then. Usually if I have a breakfast sandwich though, I always get sausage. Big fan of sausage. What have we done with our families? You beautiful bear, you. Oh, he exploded them.
Think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you asking me this so randomly?
Why are you bringing that up now?
He's bringing up the motives, I guess, from the beginning.
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family?
They're all fine. They're waiting for
Are
me
they
to come
really
home.
as safe as you might have assumed?
The bear murdered them? I hope not.
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. You can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the treats of the biolab, so if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. I'm just gonna go to War Monica. We obviously have a hard hunt for war. It's for despair. Oh no.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! 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 What do you want?
Come on.
Are you sure about this?
Final strike.
I'm not listening!
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I had it, except I didn't switch the bullet I was shooting at it. Potato wedges are delicious. I love those too. Oh, well, it would seem that you were not being able to uncover the. Oh no! You know what that means? It's everyone's favorite punishment time. Nope.
Is this?
No.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'm sorry, guys. You're shutting your blinds? Excuse me? Oh, because your neighbor can see you?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! 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 What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
There we go.
I'm not listening!
What?
This should prove it.
Oh, I like tater tots too.
Consistency Hyoko's talking about is.
Thank you for the good vibes as well.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Looks like it doesn't act like anything except a morgue.
Giant
Let's be
refrigerator
honest.
was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
That's right,
But I
Biafia.
counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
What he's trying to tell you is that there's supposed to be 10 bodies that are in there. And lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
10. That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Saika died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, and Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And Mukuro was 10th. So 10 people in all. Yeah,
That's right.
that's
Any
right. We
other
counted to
number
10.
should
Did you
make
see
you
that?
Immediately suspicious.
How many dead bodies can you count?
But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
It didn't just up and disappear. Someone did it.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murderers, the explanation for more murders than victims, why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? The same person was killed twice, Mastermind destroyed a body, only 9 murders took place. The same person was killed twice.
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Ooh, what you got for food?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
That's right.
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
That's right, Kyoko.
Sounds like you're already convinced.
A burger with
Then
ketchup?
Can you tell us who
Sounds
was
good.
killed twice?
Oh, I will tell you right
it was
now.
Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Come on, let's just tell everyone.
Besides,
Just come out and
who
say.
could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
I personally like my burgers plain. Well, as far as condiments go. If I have any type of condiment, I have barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Oh, shut up, little bear. Gonna turn your fan speed up and trip around the corner of your bed. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Good vibes. Oh, here we go.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Whoa,
Leon
Emma!
Kawata? Chihiro Fujimanda?
Ba, 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 ba,
Kiyotaki
ba, ba.
Celestial? Or maybe... No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Okay. Alright, so what we need to do here
this someone?
is,
Was it Sayaka? Junko Enoshima?
okay.
Leon, Chihiro, Manda, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestia, Alu, or maybe... No. There's no way anyone was murdered No, that's
Oh,
wrong.
yes! First try! Junko. Also known as Junko.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Oh my, that shot.
Well,
I forgot about that.
remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
Yep, but they didn't say what the wounds actually
When you
were.
compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Similarities match?
Back in the game. Under its... Oh, gosh.
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those 2 bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Someone going by
Then
that
her
name.
body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
Oh, gosh. I'm not even gonna read that out loud.
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It's kind of weird that Shadow loves the bear so much. A little scary.
It all matches up, right?
You're
Those
13.
wounds Junko suffered could easily be these
No,
same
you're not.
injuries.
I know that. Yes.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
Mukuro and Junko, I don't believe are the actual same people. I just believe that the bodies were switched.
Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
Yep.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
He's over 20 but has the mind of a 13-year-old. Bingo.
We already know the answer to that.
We love Shadow though, right?
She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
I believe so. Still have the figure of a budding 18-year-old gamer kid.
Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't
I bet you have all of your hair and everything. Mukuro alive? What's still alive is Mukuro. But, can we really believe that? No, there's no way Mukuro Kusaba is still alive. No! Mom bought you a Monokuma plushie last year for your birthday. It just sits on my bed. It's my favorite I own. Make him watch the stream.
the body we
Your design on your
found
chest
in
at the moment?
garden?
Wow.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
What's happened there? It's almost long enough to braid. You should do it and then take a picture. For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
The body we found in the garden
If I can cosplay as Gimli more
wasn't
than...
Mukuro.
Wait, no, it was.
Then she's still alive?
That's what we need to refute there.
That's right. So the mastermind's true identity.
What do you say, Monokuma?
The body it wasn't. Then she's still alive?
That's right.
She made it so
So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma?
the body
It wasn't Mukuro.
Oh, I actually hit it. You see that? Dang it!
Shoot!
I suck at this.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma?
Do you give up?
The body we found in the garden wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made so the mastermind's true identity is
What do you say, Monokuma?
Shoot!
Short enough to
The
pass as a
body
hobbit?
found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right.
She made
So the mastermind's true identity is
What do you say, Monokuma?
I'm very confused right now. I'm gonna die. The body was truly Mukuro is what we are trying to say, yeah.
Shoot!
But I don't know which one to like,
the body we found in the garden wasn't Mukuro.
but it was. Like, should we be using Well, now we're dead. Hope the stupid bear's happy. Oh my gosh. I don't think we've ever died twice during a trial. I was gonna say I'm clicking the buttons. Way to go. I know! It's the Monokuma file number 5. Oh, I didn't even realize that I could switch.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't
Oops.
Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
You're 5'9". Same. I am as well. I should probably be reading those things, huh?
Found in the... It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still That's right.
So the mastermind's true identity.
What do you say, Monokuma?
Shoot!
354. It's okay. Like you say, you're Gimli. I need to think about it one more time. There must be a country skin there somewhere. Son of a biscuit, man. Trigger happy. Havoc.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still
That's right. She made it look like Junko.
So the mastermind.
What do you say, Monokuma?
The body we found. It wasn't Mukuro.
I'm just shooting stuff now.
Shoot!
We gonna die.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, that's wrong. No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds.
No.
Her vitals
Wasn't it
were
5'7"?
31, 21, 32.
I thought it was 5'7".
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
I thought it was
And then there's
5'7".
the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. What the? What is happening? I'm picking the bear. I'm picking the bear. Piece of crap.
Shoot!
I'm getting confused on what I'm reading now. Looks like I just... Yep, I did. No, because she's not... Junko was 100% dead. Dude.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
No, Junko's dead, guys. You saw her get impaled, right? Wait, this is crazy. This is crazy. Wait a second. So who we thought was Mukuro the whole time, the person who was playing, who we knew as Junko, was actually Mukuro? No.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled.
Yeah.
She died right before our very eyes.
And she didn't have a tattoo.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body, touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I did check absolutely, and I can say for sure, she was dead.
There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing
Oh
your
my gosh.
previous statement?
Shadow, or anyone who has played this game or watched it, is that the way it has to play out? Us basically playing, like, just being stupid? Because that's how it has to play out? See, I don't like that. That's one thing that I'm kind of like, they probably could have done a better job with that, is that there's not much freedom. You're very much locked in. Like, super locked in. Hopefully, maybe in Danganronpa 2 and 3, they kind of do that. But I mean, I can understand that, like, this was like, was this their first game ever? Visual, yeah, but think of something like Telltale's The Walking Dead, which isn't a visual novel per se, but some of those gave you the appearance of making a choice, you know, like they could have done something like that here, instead of me obviously going the wrong direction, instead of going where I wanted to go. See, but the problem with that is that I'm the type of person that's like, no, this is where I'm going, and that's where I'm going. Where if they make me have to go in another direction, I get confused because I'm like, no, this has to be the right thing. And if they tell me no, like, no, you gotta go this way, it messes me up big time.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
And listen to Kyoko, she just got really into what she said. Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, never.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way?
All this trial's doing is making me look stupider and stupider. Let me just put that out there.
Junko absolutely died.
Okay,
Mukuro
Byakuya.
absolutely died.
You know what, Byakuya, for all the times that I've said I just don't like you, you're actually okay. Okay? He's okay.
Then both of them are dead,
I'm being hero,
right?
I am.
There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from
still
the
gotta go to
opposite
paper.
direction. Let's assume Junko is still alive.
No, let's
If
not,
so,
because she's
How
not.
could she have survived?
You know what? None of this would even matter if she had actually looked at the body that she had pulled out of the morgue. Or like when she was looking at the body. How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. Still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. Yeah, she played dead. She's like a possum. Replaced? Holy cow, these are fast. Bam.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
Replace for 1,000. I'll take replace for 1,000. Switch places.
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? when could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
I can't even believe we're talking about this right now.
Good point.
Makoto, that was stupid.
There's just no way they could have switched like that.
Makoto is turning into Hero.
So maybe the whole idea
He's just
is
really
wrong.
tired. That's all I can say, or what I think. There has to be some way I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
Wait, you know what, too? That would kind of explain the press-on nails. Because why would Junko, the ultimate fashionista, not just grow out her own nails? You think? Maybe? They're just trying to confuse me, and they're
After all,
doing a good job.
The one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met
Was not actually Junko.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
But also explain why Makoto was like, you look different in person than the magazines. That's true.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
They could have switched from the beginning. Yeah, that's what it seems like, maybe?
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
No, but she could have used makeup from being the ultimate fashionista.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Wow.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight
What's
back?
happening? No, you can't go any further.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Means spooky.
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but Yeah, I wouldn't have been here if I was like, he should be streaming around this time, but haven't gotten a notification, so I checked and he was live. Oh, well, you didn't get a notification through Discord? Because there's definitely one that went there. I checked it today to make sure. He can try to deceive us all he wants, it doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. Huh? 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 Oh no. Oh no! Why won't it tell me what? Can we escape? No! It has to do with what Monokuma tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation. What was he trying to keep me from seeing? Tried to hide Junko's identity not just once but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. Is it this? You get it for the other servers? Oh, you probably have to turn it on for the CRG HQ one. I think it's the data center. He stopped you from going in a second time. Oh, true. Thank you. There's the one that says data center. Exactly, right? Okay, so it has to be that one. But him and Lockwood used to be friends until Lockwood wanted... Oh. Okay, and then... I don't think this is what I need to corner Monokuma. Oh, what the... Interview DVD?
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. That just happened. Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that...
Did we not see Junko in the video? No, that's okay. I'll watch that movie at some point. I actually have it, but I've never seen it.
Is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover it up. One other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. Oh my gosh! Oh, what? Not this again. Is he hissing at me or whatever? Or roaring at me? Hissing. The heck? Is he a snake?
What? What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! What do you want? What do you want?
Oh man, I got him.
That's impossible!
No! No! I hate those things. Wait, is it gonna make it? No, I did not make it.
I refuse to give up.
I'm
yet.
so bad at this. I am, though. You need a snack? Can I have one too, please? I'm obviously not able to focus right now. I'm dreaming of Chex Mix. Homemade Chex Mix. I want to make some tomorrow. My wife had bought some peanuts. We just need to get the Chex and the pretzels and bagel chips.
What? What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! What do you want? What do you want? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! That's impossible!
I guess that was it. What? Cheapers, man.
That's impossible!
This should prove it.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover
So
up.
stressful.
You did the same thing with this group photo.
Sweating.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
Yep, where everyone was trying to cover up who we knew as Junko.
What's so
That was intense, it
unusual
sure
about
was.
them?
Unusual circumstance comment to all these pictures. The unusual circumstance is Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think?
Yep.
And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I
Xanadu.
believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places
Maybe
before
she's
we met
Photoshop
either
like
of
me.
them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
The ultimate Photoshopper. Hey, she was a fashionista, and she did mention, Mukuro as Junko at the beginning did mention how everything is photoshopped. in magazines.
Xanadu times 2!
Times 2.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait!
Ultimate
hold
photo
on.
robber.
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Who wants to do this for the next hour? What was the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall? Oops. It was Junko. Hold on. Wait. I was gonna say, is it really? Where did the mastermind keep Mukuro's body? In the... It's probably this one right here. Just make sure, though. Mastermind attacked me with something. What was it? Knife? When the mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped them? It was Kyoko. It's one of these. I don't know if it's gonna be that one. These two look like they could be interchangeable. After the surprise attack failed, Mastermind fled my room. Nope. That one can go there. That one can go there. Yep. What's this? What did the mastermind do with the mask after they took it off? They... that looks like it's... they're putting it on another body, so right there, boom. Why does this... what was the condition of the dead body when I first found it in the garden? Oops. It was... I think it's this one. Stabbed. We couldn't identify the mysterious body because it got blown up. By George, I think we got it. You won't believe how many geese that are up here. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, seagulls? Yo, they can be scary.
Here's exactly what happened.
Here's exactly. Exactly.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh man, that's brutal.
But it
That is
wasn't
brutal.
long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Yo, they got close.
Put on a mask and then attacked me.
Ha!
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask.
But
She
why were
left
they
the
working
room.
together? I'm assuming because I don't know. Maybe they're part of Fenrir, or no, they're where the Ultimate Despair is actually a group of people, but they turned on each other, or one of them
She
turned on
put
the other.
Same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Boom. Boom.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko and